Hello, welcome to another Kaladesh Aether Revolt draft. This pack options are basically Life Crashers, Bestiary, or Daring Demolition. I guess you could even get Iron Tread Crusher, which is a bit better than I originally thought it was. But I'm pretty sure it's just Bestiary. Had this rare draft or two ago on as recorded, and it's quite good. Any kind of long game. It's basically a green card, even though it's a colorless card. I would not run it just to scry one every turn. Generally, I suppose there might be a matchup where I would side that in, but that would not be the default option. Yeah, so we'll just do this. Yeah. If we happen to wield the Lifecraft Cavalry, that's super great for us. Rogue Refiner is very good, and already in one of our colors. Could also take the Enraged Giant is good, not great. Rogue Refiner is great if we do happen to be in blue-green. Dawn Feather Eagle is also quite good. It's definitely either the Giant, the Refiner, or the Eagle. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that's super sexy to me. Just my particular taste anyway. I'm going to take the Refiner. That card seems great. Monstrous Onslaught is also great. Chandra's Evolution would also be a fine pick. Renegade Map also quite good, but I'll take the Monstrous Onslaught and try to move in. I'm getting some big fat green creatures. Consulate Dreadnought's not bad. So, Lifecraft Awakening's pretty good when it works, and when it doesn't work, it's awful. Prey Upon's a probably better pickup here. I do like the Consulate Dreadnought just because of how well it combos with the Monstrous Onslaught, but it does not combo with the Bestiary. I'll take Prey Upon. Alright, this pack is not good, like, just overall. Silkweaver Elite is just not a good card. Well, if you can revolt it, it's a solid card, but when you can't, it's just very, very bad. I'm going to take the Renegade map. It's just very happy to have Renegade maps in my deck. May or may not enable a fair bit of Revolt. Revolt's not as good as I thought it was on first glance, but so like Cruel Finality and Sweatworks Brawler. I guess the blue implement is also fine. I think I just take the Sweatworks Brawler here. Could just take Unbridled Growth, although we don't have. Let's as long as we're green, it's fine. It's not super good at. I'm just gonna take the Sweatworks Brawler. The card's pretty good. Druid of the Cowl, pretty late. Happy to take that since we don't. I mean, that's probably just the best card in the pack anyway. Implement of Malice is also fine-ish. Take Druid. Alright. The best card in the pack is probably Cruel Finality. Alley Evasion's not bad either. These are card. The colors were not in like at all. Could just take a night market yard, but I'm just gonna take the Cruel Finality. It's kind of the best card in the pack. Nothing else is too exciting. With a Lifecraft Cavalry did wheel. That's good. Okay, so I think we're going to be green, and then who knows? We have a blue, black, and red card. Yep, nothing to say about that. I have the options of one of these Grixis colored cards, or I could take Silkweaver Elite. That's not exciting in any way. I feel like the Alley Strangler is just kind of the best one, the best of the bunch there. So I'll take that. Not super sure about whether yeah, we'll take on Rapid Growth. It's possible we'll be like splashing blue or you know, splash Rogue Refiner or something. And it does turn on Revolt for Lifecraft Cavalry. I do not ask you to be tame, I only ask you to be true. Tame, true. Truth is usually not tame in my experience. Truth is... I'm completely blanking on an adjective here. I was going to say, truth is savage. Let's go with that. Verdant Automaton is fine. Probably a little bit less than fine, but... Release the Gremlins is pretty good. Vengeful Rebels, actually awesome. I think I'm going to take the Vengeful Rebel and move into Golgari colors. Druid of the Cowl is pretty good as well. We're not really set up to use, you know, at the moment we're not set up to like play a 4-mana card on turn 3 and just run over our opponent. I'm going to take the Vengeful Rebel. Just do that. Yeah, I'm going to leave the Rogue Refiner in. This card's good enough to splash, potentially. We'll see. Whoa! Never ever pass this card. Also, Malphus Revolutionary would be good, Aether Herder. Yeah, there's a lot of good green cards in there. Shock is also obviously fine, but this card is a beaten. Just mega beating. That's not really what I want. Trying to think. I like Druid of the Cowl a lot. I really like the Implement of Ferocity. Also plays well into the +1/+1 counter theme of blue-black. Don't... Lifecraft Cavalries are only Revolt payoff right now. Yeah, I'm going to take the Implement. I could be wrong. Could be another Druid of the Cowl would be better. There's a chance we wheel the one we opened and had in the first pack of this. Don't really want a second Prayer Pawn to go with. We also have Monstrous Onslaught as well. I'm going to take the Aether Herder. It's pretty reasonable. Make sure I don't want any of these black cards. No, I don't want that. Don't really want that. I can't figure out. I've never actually played with or against this card. I feel like it's not good. It seems like it could be okay. Peace Walker Colossus is meh. other Aether herders here. Fin hauler. Are we in the fin hauler business? I'm not super set up for that. I think I would like to have a fin hauler in this deck, but I'm going to take the Aether herder right now. Lifecraft Awakening. This is an interesting pack for us. Foundry Hornet. Haven't played much with it. It seems at least decent. Aether Poisoner is pretty good. Scrounging Bandar is pretty good. I think I'm going to go with the Bandar. It helps us enable Revolt. +1/+1 counters on like Alley Stranglers, not bad. It's close. Feel good about having this many options. I'm going to take the Bandar. Renegade Rallier is pretty nice. I don't know if we really want to splash it. Don't think we really want to splash it. It has to... The timing on playing that card for it to be as good as it really is very tricky, so splashing it could be hard. I'm going to take the Natural Obsolescence over the Verdant Automaton. I could take Implement of Malice. Implement of Malice ain't bad. It's not really what we're building towards here. I'm going to take the Natural Obsolescence. I still think this card's potentially pretty good. We might have, let's see. So we only have 3 instants and sorceries, which doesn't work well with this, but I'll take this. I may or may not play it. May or may not. There's nothing else in here for us really, so. Do you want a second Unbridled Growth or a Night Market Aeronaut? Don't think we're going to go crazy with the mana. I'll just... Though we don't really need the Night Market Aeronaut either. I'll take the Unbridled Growth. Take Leopard. Salvagers, not super great unless you have a Lightning Constrictor, which we're not going to get. Okay. Got an Aeronaut if we want it. Sideboard. Alright, this deck is coming along pretty nicely. Don't know that we're going to be running the Rogue Refiner. This is potentially like a 15 land deck, plus map, playing 2 Unbridled Growths, and the Implement of Ferocity just could get us through a lot of cards. Smuggler's Copter. If it's good enough to be banned in Standard, it's probably good enough for this deck. Passing the Renegade Freighter is not super great. I mean, I would be perfectly happy taking the Renegade Freighter as our first pick. But Smuggler's Copter. Oh, Smuggler's Copter is just nasty. Nature's Way is pretty strong. Do like me a Thriving Rhino. Black cards are also fine. Yeah, I don't think I can pass in Nature's Way. I do want to get a few more creatures than the 12 we currently have, but so like Thriving Rhino would be good as well. Doomed Operative would be fine. Some other reason splash blue. Don't really have any way to use much energy at the current time. This is not a great pack for us. Guess we just take the Die Young. Sure. Oh, tidy conclusion. Yeah. Tidy conclusion. Well, I mean, there's nothing else to say. It's concluded. But just good removal. It's also our current removal is a little. We do have quite a decent amount of removal so far, but it's all conditional. You know, this is all requires a creature or only kills small creatures. Generally only kills small creatures. You could potentially power out, make it into a what is it? What is it? It's running around insane right now. Black. No, not last gasp. That's -3/-3. Grasp of Darkness. Yeah. Okay. So I'm looking at Gear per Guide, Thriving Rats, and Cowl Prowler. Don't think we need just another big guy. Not aggressive enough for the Night Market Lookout. Puzzle Nuts, whatever. Take the guide. Thriving Rats could be fine. But I don't know, I've never actually played with this card. Let's investigate. Tooth with Aether. Redundant Operative, Thriving Rats. I do like Attune with the Aether, but I think I need just more creatures. How likely are we to have? I think we'll go with the rats. I could be wrong. Just don't have that many artifacts. I don't really need just this. Though it goes well with the Thriving Rats, just the 2/1 plus energy is not great. I'll take a Mind Rot for the sideboard. I do enjoy mind rotting people. Makes me very happy. A 2-drop or a 7-drop. The classic conundrum. I don't know that we're playing either of these right now. Yeah, I guess I think the 2-drop. And we get more of that if we want it. Yeah. Lawless Broker or a Takedown for the sideboard. Don't actually have a lot of +1/+1 counter synergy. Take the sideboard card. Burr. Alright, so looking at this deck, we can definitely cut at least one Sage. I think we can get away with 15 lands in this deck, given with the map, and the implement, and the Unbridled Growth, just effectively being able to draw us cards pretty easily. Do like a 9/6 split. We have one double black card, the Unbridled Growths, fix our mana. Don't think we really need the Rogue Refiner. Be fine. A little light on creatures, especially with the Prey Upon and Monstrous Onslaught, and the Ridge Scale Tusker just wants you to play a lot of creatures. But we do have a pretty decent bit of removal, as long as, you know, Prey Upon, Nature's Way, Monstrous Onslaught remove things. Nature's Way is a sorcery, of course. Just double checking. So what am I cutting? I'm cutting one of these non-creature spells, either a Die Young or a Cruel Finality, potentially Prey Upon, this being kind of probably worse than Nature's Way. Could also cut an Unbridled Growth. My laundry is also done, so that that has a very relevant considerations as to what I'm going to cut here. I think it's one of these 3 removal spells. Probably, I think Die Young is probably better than Cruel Finality. Yeah, it's a sorcery instead of an instant. The fact that we can power this up, potentially do have a reasonable amount of energy. It's possible we just want to get more energy to power up the Aether Stream Leopard or something. I do like the flexibility of that versus the more flexible and mana efficient versus the instant speed and the scry, or it could just be the Prey Upon. I think it's the Prey Upon, just because we're light-ish on creatures, so don't want to be caught with like Prey Upon and Nature's Way and Monstrous Onslaught in hand and not be able to, you know, and if letting a Frosty on the battlefield, not be able to do anything. I think that's the last time that's in the buzz. So I think we do this. I think we run 9-6. Combine groups, group by colors. 13-7 with 2 green mana sinks and 2 green ways to turn on. 2 green ways to fix mana. I think 9-6 is about right. Moto agrees with me, so can't go too wrong. Yeah, Night Market Aeronaut with the Unbridled Growths. Oh, Smuggler's Counter. Yep, okay, deck seems good to me. Let's see how it does.